Twitter. I'm Naomi. I'm Naomi. Today we're making apple pie. Yeah, look at it.
It's fall here in the Kennedy house, and an apple pie is an amazing dessert that our family loves. Naomi requests it quite often, and so does her dad. So today I am showing my homemade apple pie recipe. I decided to lay out all the ingredients that are needed, and I can list them in the bio. We're going to need a 1/4 cup of flour, 3/4 cup of brown sugar, a teaspoon of cinnamon. We need a couple cubes of butter. If you're using large Granny Smith apples, you want anything between 7 to 8. If you're going to have any smaller ones, more like 9 to 12. 2 pre-made pie crusts. I get really lazy with making my own pie crust, so I brought it pre-made. You need 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, and this is my apple peeler. I'm using an apple peeler, and it will actually core the apples as well. This one in particular is Pampered Chef, and it is probably older than I am. I got it from my mom. So you just take it out of the box, clamps to the side of your counter, you insert the apple on the prongs here, and you just wind it up, and it'll peel and core and de-stem. The kids want to help me, so I set up an apple for Naomi so she can turn the knob, and I have my bowl ready to put the apple peels into. All right, you ready?
Yep.
Good. Twist up. There you go. Keep going. Keep going, keep going. Keep going. This is where it gets hard, it gets stuck. I have to hold it down because it is very old. Some of the padding that keeps it from sliding is missing. This thing is so satisfying, I love it. And you'll hear a little pop, and that's when you know it's okay to take it off. When you remove it, just pull it straight out. The core stays in, the skins are here, and you are left with, oh! You're left with a yo-yo of apple peels. I'm gonna go ahead and cut these in half so that they're half sizes for the apple pie. I just pulled the cork off and popped another apple on for Naya to go ahead. You ready? You gotta turn really hard and fast. There you go. Whoa. Keep going. Yeah, Daddy has to help a little bit. All right, listen for the pop. And stop.
That was cool.
Awesome. Boop.
Oh my goodness. Okay,
Yes, sir.
here.
That's what you're right here.
All right, Nolan, I'm out of small apples, so you're gonna have to get one of these big ones, okay?
Okay.
All right, now come over here. Ready, set, go. Turn it. Yeah.
Look, guys, he's on there.
The sound,
And
the
you will
aesthetic,
hear a pop, and you
it's
will-
very
and you
appealing.
will hear a stem, and you will hear a pop.
Keep going.
There you go.
All right.
Hold on.
I think this is Kendall's, my husband's favorite dessert that I make besides birthday cake.
So me. The cool.
I'm just gonna go ahead and peel the rest of these so we can get started. I went ahead and cut those spirals into these half-size apples. I think my bowl might be too small, but it's okay. So just make this mixture beforehand and put it in the refrigerator until you're ready to fill your pie. If you do, just make sure you really put the lemon juice on. The lemon juice keeps them from going brown, which they've already started to do just from sitting out while I cut them. So I'm going to put the lemon juice on here, get them in the fridge until I'm ready to bake. I like to get in here and mix it with my hands. I feel like I get a better mix. Clean hands, that is. That's why the kids aren't doing it. And just like that, all mixed in. I did have to transport to a bigger bowl because the bowl I picked earlier was too small indeed. I'm gonna put this in the fridge so we can start on our pie crust. The oven is preheating to 375. The mixture is in the fridge, getting a nice chill. We're gonna start with our pie. So the pie crust I do buy at the store pre-made. C'est la vie. But I do get a little fancy with it. So you're gonna want to have this at room temperature for at least 10 minutes. You don't want it to get too soft because then it's gonna be really hard to work with. But it can't be that hard coming out of a refrigerator or you're not gonna be able to roll it out. So what I like to do is roll out the bottom with flour on my surface. Naomi, can you get me my rolling pin, please?
Oh, yes.
Need a rolling pin. Thank you.
I'm a little assistant.
You're my little assistant. In the video we posted for Naya's birthday, I taught that you need to flour your pin before rolling any form of a dough, whether it's pie dough, bread dough, pizza crust, noodles, whatever kind of dough, it needs to be a flour pin before you roll. So I'm just gonna gently roll this out because it should fit my pan, but I like it to come up the edges a little bit. We like crust on all sides.
Yeah, by the way, I bought it already.
Yes, you are.
What is it?
So like I mentioned before, this is one of my husband's favorite desserts. He does like it two different ways. He likes with a pie crust and a nice fancy pie crust top, like the one on the box. That's called a lattice. There's other designs. I'm not that fancy. But he also likes the Dutch version, which has a brown sugar crumble top. Just depends on what kind of mood he's in. His birthday is coming up as well, so I figured I can make it for him. What I just did after I rolled out my dough, because your dough will be very soft and sometimes very thin, you don't want to tear it. So I went ahead and rolled it on this to lay into my pie pan.
Yeah, can I help you?
In 1 second, please. I'm gonna push my edge all the way against my pan, against my pan so that there's no holes and I know it's big enough before I start filling it. I like it to hang over the edge like this a little because I will cut all that excess off, but at least I know there won't be any holes in the base of the crust. Okay.
Away.
The kids like to play with my extra when I'm done with flour. So I'm gonna move this to the side so I can start with the lattice top. I'm just gonna take that second pie crust and again, roll this out similar to the bottom that I just did. Naya's taking my flour here.
Yeah, trying to spread
You're
it.
gonna get it in a minute. The only difference is now I need to cut little strips. I'm trying not to make it too thin, but I also need it to be big enough that I can cut multiple strips to make like a woven basket. I'm using a very clean roller from our schoolroom. I'm not really worried about the width of these. I'm trying to make them, you know, not too wide. It's more so just so I can get a straight edge and cut. I probably should have did this on a cutting board. I hope Kendall doesn't watch this video. Luckily, my knife is not too sharp.
And I'm the one that likes pie and ice cream. Yeah.
Yes.
Shake it.
Their dad has taught them the true way of eating pie is with a nice heaping of ice cream. The oven just beeped. We are going to take this out, fill our pie, and start our lattice top.
Yeah. Let's get started. So we put those in the dough crust, and those gotta go on top,
Oh my gosh.
and then we can eat
I
it.
always feel like it's never,
Oh, it just dropped.
I always feel like it's never enough filling,
Yeah, it is.
and it always is. That's good.
No, I don't want to taste it.
I'm gonna have to take some of this out.
Yeah. Because so just fell and it scared me.
All right.
Hey guys, do you
Alright.
like ice cream pie? Comment down below. Comment down below. That's my brother's dog.
Mm-hmm.
You're so lucky you can play bass.
Naya. You need 3 tablespoons of butter cubed, and you're just gonna lay them sporadically on top of your filling. Now we're gonna start with our lettuce. I personally like to start in the middle and work my way out. So that means, oh no. That means you're gonna look at the strips you cut and pull from the middle. Should be the longest piece that you have and reaches completely across your pie like so.
Oh,
Then you just want to lay some of the long ones alongside it, a little spaced out. Again, we're making like a woven basket, maybe would be the best way to describe it. And you want to take all those long pieces and lay them here across.
Hey kids, it looks yummy already.
It does.
Yeah, it does. Comment down below if you like it.
We moved it like this.
Down below.
Okay. All right, so I went ahead and made all of that. Now I have to lay the other direction. So pretty much it's kind of like a puzzle. You're gonna have to pick up and flip certain ones to have it lay. I'm gonna start now from the top down so that I'm not picking up in the center of my strips. So because I'm starting at the edge, I'm gonna start with my smaller strips that I cut here on the side. And you just wanna decide which one you want to flip.
Turn over.
Yeah,
Can I help you?
in 1 second.
Okay.
So I'll lay this down and it'll be over top of those 2 that I left.
That's a purple.
And then the ones I folded up will now lay on top of it. The ones I had flipped up will now lay on top of it,
And that's a purple.
like so, and then you just keep going until it's filled. So the ones that we just lifted, we won't lift this time. So now, unfortunately, you have to come all the way to the bottom of the pie, flipping it all the way up so you can lay your next strip. If there's an easier way of doing this, please comment below and tell me. I enjoy making it this way, but I just feel like I make it more work for myself. So please, let me know. Let me know. Now, when I'm working, again, I'm leaving a space here so you can kind of see into the pie as well. But I also want to work from one side to the other side of my pre-cut strips as well, because you don't want to take any from this side because we're going to need that for the bottom part of the pie.
And comment down below.
For what?
If you like it. Down below.
I feel like I should have cubed my butter a little bit more.
Oh yeah.
And that's the last piece. So because I had rolled out that top, I do have some leftover dough, which the kids will be playing with, as well as the extra dough from when I cut it off. So 1 second, everybody, just give me a sec.
Okay.
So now that everything is laid, I'm going to go around and cut the edges and then crimp the edges with a fork, and then apply a egg wash, which is just a raw egg lightly beaten with a fork, and then brush it on top. That keeps the crust from burning. This is gonna bake at 375 for 50 to 60 minutes.
Yep.
And just like that, the sides are crimped. It's a cute little texture. Adding my egg white and then into the oven.
I was flipping one of these down for my mom. So
You don't want too much egg, but just enough. You want to lightly brush the top of your dough. Really getting those edges, because it's thin dough, that will burn mostly. Into the oven for 50 to 60 minutes. time to cut and serve. The man of the house is pie. Like I mentioned earlier, we really want to make sure that egg wash gets on the brim because it will burn slightly. I let this cool for about 2 hours now. You can't have pie without ice cream. Yeah. So we're gonna plop him his ice cream right on top and go see what he thinks.
Hold up.
Is it yummy, Daddy?
It's delicious, yes.
You're welcome.
Probably going in about the next hour or two.
Yep.
Yummy ice cream.
Yeah, of course the ice cream's good. Oh, you're supposed to use a spoon, guy. Is it good?
Yeah.
Okay, use the spoon.
Yeah.
Delish.
What about me?
You're only eating ice cream, sister. Okay.
You're gonna want to say bye. Comment down below. Bye. Bye.